think for me, I've always wanted to make a difference. And I think I'm a giver in that sense where I really like seeing people be happy. And so I think me being outgoing is trying to see what people need in their day and giving that to them, you know? Hello, my name is Alfonso Ralph Mendoza Manalo. I'm a first generation Filipino Canadian immigrant and I'm openly queer. As a child, I was more on the quieter side, mainly because I had a speech impediment. So I couldn't pronounce the letter R, but now I can roll them. See? I can roll them. I've stayed true to myself where I'm outgoing with people who I'm close with and with folks who I feel like a genuine warmth towards. Usually, when someone's intimidating, I tend to be very quiet, and that hasn't changed ever since I was a child. Going into high school, to be frank, I was very scared going to high school because I didn't know anyone. I challenged myself to be like, you know, let's try to maintain who we are and let's try to maintain the essence of what makes me me. You know, and I think I was really scared that people weren't gonna accept that. Even just saying hi to people in the hallways, for me, it makes such a small difference that someone goes out of their day to even acknowledge your presence and to say your name. And I think since I value that, I want to make sure I share that with others.
Alfonso is a great and amazing friend because he will always be there for you and he will always make sure to put others before himself, no matter what.
Friendships hold a very special place in my life. A lot of the reasons why I'm able to be emotionally balanced is because of my friends. And being able to tell your friend, like, hey, this happened in my life or in my day, it feels so good to just let it out. The pandemic affected me socially. It was also a pretty difficult time because my dad has severe asthma. And so during the pandemic, I wasn't allowed to like go outside or like see people. So everything was done virtually. And I think honestly through the pandemic, I learned to no longer have FOMO or fear of missing out. Because at that point with the pandemic, you can't control it, you know? So yeah, that's how it affected me socially. And I think in some ways I became a bit more socially withdrawn. A bit more independent in that sense, you know? Because when you're given all that time to reflect and to think about all the issues and aspirations you have in life, you learn to overcome it alone. And I think the pandemic, even though it affected me in so many ways, I like to view it as a silver lining. Because when else will you get the opportunity to reflect and ask yourself all of these hard-hitting questions, you know? You're given the time and the space to ask yourself what's important in your life, who's important in your life, how do you want to make a difference, and what genuinely makes you happy.